Ending 1. What the frick? Bro, let's just jump in the hole. Oh my god, why is it 3D? Why is the music like this? Go inside! I'm gonna die. Something's gonna happen. On this channel, typically, I play the most frightening horror games I can find. You know, the sort of games that'll make me throw my headset off my head and jump out of my chair. But today, I'm playing something different, man. Welcome to the dark place. This isn't your regular, horror game where you're running away from monsters, you're screaming, you're getting jump scared. A game made by Zeekers, the same dude who made Lethal Company, so this ought to be good, guys. I'm not gonna stop yapping. By the way, appreciate y'all for 126 subs. Love you. I'm gonna just click start. We'll see what's up. Are you sure? Save data will be reset if there is any. There is no save data. Low content warning here. Audio is essential. Well, let's raise my volume, dude. 100%. If y'all got a headset, put it on. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's click begin and start our journey into the dark place. I thought I could describe a stare, make a map of sorrow. C.S. Lewis, a grief observed. Do I know who C.S. Lewis is? No, I do not. I know it might not stop. I stand my ground. It screeches to a halt. Whoa. I pull out my pocket pistol. Hold on, what's going on? I aim at the driver as I walk around to his door. His window's already rolled down. He's a burly looking man who looks to be in his 30s. His eyes are darting around. Then he focuses on me. Alright, so I stop the car. I got a pistol out. Fire! My gun is not loaded. Oh crap. Tell him to get out. This ride is mine, I say. The man stares and does nothing. Let me stare back at him. A grin spreads across his face, but his eyes stay the same. Fire! My gun isn't loaded. He keeps staring. He opens the car door and slowly gets out. I wait until he moves away a safe distance. Get in. Slowly. I seat myself inside, shut the door and lock it. He left the key in the ignition. Let me drive away from here, bruh. Press down on the gas, and the dark trees outside start whizzing by. Something doesn't feel right. Look at the back seats, bro. There's nothing back there. This car is pristine. Actually, it's probably new. Something still doesn't feel right. Adjust my seat. That's all. I move the seat forward and lean it back a little. This is better. Okay. It's not seeming like a horror game yet. Let's tinker with the radio. I click the radio and twist the dial. Some opera singer, awkward. Not some silly country music, gross. I stop at a solemn piano. Ugh, classical music. It's boring, bro. I twist the dial against some experimental rock, some electronic pop. Not in the mood. I'm not in the mood for rap either. Ugh, let's keep looking. Then I find pure static. Watch. Some white noise in the back. Alright. I lean back and let go of the steering wheel. I'm just resting my foot on the pedal, watching the road with my eyes half open. Imagining I'm on the ocean. Let's drift off. I feel the bright wind and water battering my face. The shore stretches on for miles and I'm alone. Drift off. I jerk awake. What is that noise? I'm still on the road. Let's calm down. I listen to the static and again I begin to drift off into its waves. I'll go wherever the road takes me. I open my eyes. The fuel icon is lit up already. Let me hit the brakes, man. I hit the brakes. What? There's something in the road ahead. Look ahead. It's a deer staring into the headlights. It's so tall. Honk the horn. The deer doesn't move. Its head turns around on a swivel all the way around until it's facing me again. Then its head pops up on two metal beams, revealing a round wind-up clock. The clock is going off, rattling atop its severed neck. Let's get out and freaking run. Then the deer explodes and the car hood bursts into flames. The airbag goes off. I fumble the door open and stumble away into the trees. Bro, I'm running. I stumble away in a panic. Walking down from the road is tough. The grass is tall and wet and the leaves hang low from the trees. Let's keep going. I stop. In the moonlight I see something sitting in the tall grass. It's a shiny black sculpture of some kind of bird with its head lifted high. A warm colorful light emanates. A wind gushes out somewhere as if from an open door. What? Let's get a closer look. It's a swan. Within its reflective shape I see a sunny desert road. I turn my head and it becomes a shimmering glass train full of passengers, all laughing as it whizzes by. Then it's a cavern carved out of the shape of a cathedral, lit by an old man's mining helmet. Let's look deeper. The swan shatters under the swing of a sledgehammer. Look up, bruh. A scraggly, long-haired old man is hunched over, heaving from exhaustion. Should I go? He waves me off. Go back, hurry. Bro, I'm running. I turn around and run, trudging up to the road. Let's keep going. I come to the car and look over it for a second. It's black and it smells like burnt oil and rubber. The deer is gone. Where is it now? Bro, let's just start the car. I don't even know where I'd put the key. Let's look in the rearview mirror. I see a pair of lights. Let's get out. I jump out. As I bring my hand down to hover over my gun, something becomes restless in the air around me, like static electricity. The headlights are getting closer. Step onto the road. The car screeches to a halt in front of me. I pull out my pocket pistol. The hood of the car is unlatched and the windshield is cracked. There's a kid crying in the back seat. I brandish my pistol. Go to the driver's window. A young short-haired woman stares at the road ahead, pale hands clutching at the wheel. The kid looks like me? Is that me? Bro, tell her to get out. What am I? What? NVIDIA overlay, frick off, bro. Something strikes. The world crumbles beneath my feet, and I fall into a black ravine. I'm drowning. I can't see. Wave my arms. All once true is false. Wait, I didn't read the whole thing. My bad. I pick myself up. The canopy of leaves far above my head shroud the cloudy sky, so it's dim down at the forest floor. Never been here before. Nailed to the tree, there's a small note. Read it. For fresh strikes. Unfortunately, welcome to the dark place. We all go here. Play by the dark place's 6 rules, or fate's worse than death will find you in this nightmare. Keep reading. Rule number 1. 3 red blots mark liars. Number 2. Food means depravity and death. Number 3. Tellers of time are sped up by. This part of the note has been torn through. Food, we don't touch food. 3 red blots equals death. Holes in suspicious places may lead to the undergoing. Don't trust the wolf, and the train is the only escape. The train? Glass train? Hold on, there was something about a glass train earlier. It said, like, you follow the desert road, the sunny desert road, to the freaking, to a cavern, to a glass train, to a cathedral, or something like that. What the frick? Read the rules again. Oh, it's the same rules. Okay. I hear a distant train whistle. All I have is my empty handgun. The real game has started. It's beautiful. Tiny handgun. We're in the dark place, guys. The actual game has started, and now we have to pick a place to go. I hear a distant train whistle. I'm gonna start off by going north. Just go north. To the north, I see a tree with a hole in it. Rule number 1. What is rule number 1? Don't trust the 3 blotches. But rule number 2, I think it's the hole. The hole may lead to undergoing. Wasn't necessarily a bad thing. One of the old trees here has a large hole that allows me to see straight through the other side. Put my arm through the hole. Put my arm through the hole. I put my arm through the strange tree. Put my arm through the strange tree. Nothing happens. Let me close my eyes. Bruh. Every now and then I feel something blowing on my arm. It's warm. Pull my arm out of the freaking hole. We're going north still, bro. There's a chirping of birds. Nah. To the south, I see a tree with a hole in it. Let's go north. To the north, I see a pleasant stream. A stream flows west, down from the east. I'm gonna keep going north until I can't, probably. The southeast is a rocky cliffside. To the north is a great chasm stretching out far to the east and west. I can't go north anymore. Let's go west, then. Let's keep going west until we can't. Just that we can get a surrounding of the map, and we know what is going on. So north is a tree, a stream, and then a chasm. So keep that in mind. To the north is a great chasm stretching far to the west and east. Let's keep going west. Keep going west. Keep going west. There's a large pile of wooden boards here. We can't really do anything with it, I guess. Keep going west. Keep going west. Keep going west. Keep going west. To the west, to the west, I see stairs leading down into the chasm. Let's go down into the chasm. Chasm. Here is a rickety wooden stairway leading down along the rock wall. On this side, it leads deep down into the chasm to a bridge and a cave. I don't know what the frick just happened, but we're in the big chasm. Chasm. Here is a rickety wooden stairway leading down along the rock wall on this side. It leads deep down into the chasm to a bridge and a cave on the opposite side. Across the chasm up north, I see a red brick building. Let's step onto the stairs. So, bro, we gotta remember this map. The tree, the stream, the chasm. We went west. There's some stairs going along the side of the rock wall. Across the chasm Oh, there's a bridge and a cave on the opposite side, and across the chasm up north I see a red brick building. Alright, let's step onto the stairs. I cautiously step onto the wooden planks, which are leaning on frail supports nailed into the dirt and stone of the chasm wall. There are no guardrails. Go down the stairs. I step down the stairs. The chasm below me is so deep I could barely see the bottom. The bottom of the chasm is dark, paved with fallen branches. Let's continue down the stairs. A few steps down, there begins a series of red marks on wooden planks, each in a different position. Whoa. Avoid the red spots. The 3 red blotches is bad, no? Oh. I test my weight on it. The plank creaks loudly. Let's change my footing then. I reconsider. Step on the red spots. Oh. I place my weight down on the next step where it has been marked with red. It holds my weight, so I make my way down to the rest of the steps. I get to a series of thin wooden boards which are precariously resting on metal poles that jut out from the chasm wall. Alright, let's keep going. Between the metal supports, the wooden boards bend under my weight. The wind begins to flood down into the chasm from the northeast. It comes in gusts and waves. Lean against the wind. Lean an arm against the chasm wall. Let's do that. The wind suddenly stops. Oh. Keep going. The chasm south side. Right here is a large metal door set a few inches into the rocky chasm wall. Behind me there's a single wooden plank leading all the way across to the opposite side of the chasm. Let's look at the door. The big door has gathered a big layer of rust. There's a barred window, but it's too dark to see anything inside. There are 3 marks of dried red paint on the door. Listen. Open the door. Nah. Okay, wait, actually, the 3 red blotches is like liars, no? Don't trust it. Means, I forgot exactly what it said, but let's try opening the door. I push on the door and it doesn't budge. Then I notice something else on the wall of the chasm beside the door. It looks like a circular plastic red button. It's covered in some kind of filthy black grime that slowly drips down and strangely smells of lemons. Should I press the button? I'm gonna press the button and let's see what's inside. The big metal door slams open upward. Wait. Pushing me backwards off the edge. Suddenly, the bottom of the chasm is rising up to meet me. Bro. Accept your death. Ending 82. What? Alright, the 3 red dots. Don't trust the 3 red freaking dots, bro. Holy crud. Let's freaking wake up, bro. 3 red blots mark liars. Okay, so the 3 red blots, bro. Do not trust the 3 red blots. The holes, they aren't necessarily bad. I'm gonna go north back to the chasm and walk across the bridge that was there instead of opening the door. Alright, here's a large metal. Okay, we're back at where we were. Behind me, there's a single wooden plank leading all the way across to the opposite side of the chasm. Let's go across the plank. The bridge is just a narrow plank of wood. Here at the start, I see words marked on it in white chalk. Heed her voice, but don't test her patience. Heed her voice, but don't test her patience. Let me go forwards. Take a few steps. Heed her voice. That's her voice, bro. That's the... Alright. Let's wait, but don't test her patience, so let's go freaking forwards. Let's go, yeah. So I guess we just gotta stop every time we hear her talking to us, bruh. Let's wait. I stand still for a moment, go forward. When I get to halfway across, this plank starts to grow much worse and I feel it bowing inward. Wait, don't test her patience, though. Let me run to the other freaking side. I make a run for the north side of the chasm, step away from the wood plank. I catch my breath. I take a deep breath. Oh, let me look around, man. This side of the chasm is more industrial. A metal catwalk that runs along the side of the wall of the chasm to the west and east. The north chasm wall casts a shadow over me. There's a sturdy railing which makes me feel a little safer. Alright. That's good. Let's go east this time. The metal catwalk curves around big jutting rocks of the chasm wall. The catwalk cuts off here. Something destroyed it. On the chasm wall is a large steel lever. Look at the lever. The lever can be pulled up down to 4 notches, which are labeled with dots colored red, green, blue, and yellow. There's a big number 2 painted on the rocks beside the lever. Let's pull the lever. Blue. Pull the lever again. Green. Pull the lever again. Yellow. Pull the lever again. Blue. Okay. I guess we need some sort of code. Let's go west this time. Eventually the catwalk turns into the rock wall. I come around the corner to a square room carved into a chasm wall. What? Wait. A big oriental rug has been laid out onto the stone around a few pieces of furniture. The room is lit by a fluorescent lamp attached to the ceiling. Step into the cave room. We're in the cave room. There's a tall red door at the back of the room. In the right corner, there's a lamp and a small coffee table. In the center of the room is a wooden bench looking out towards the chasm. Let's go to the bench. There's a tiny potted fern under the bench. Let's put the fern on the bench. Look around. No. Go to the red door. Red was one of the colors on the lever, right? The handle is the same color as the door. Let's listen. Bro, I'm scared. I'm scared, bro. I don't want to open the freaking door. It's locked. Look elsewhere. Alright, let's look at the lamp at the table. There's an antique style lamp on the floor, unplugged, beside a small coffee table. I see an outlet in the wall under the table. I plug in the lamp. I turn on the lamp. I look around. Let me go back to the bench, see if there's anything else we can do. Sit on the bench. Take a seat on the bench and look out at the view of the chasm. Look down. There's a smooth, dark marble plaque insert into the rough stone floor with bold text, 8-minute travel time. Get up. Alright, so 8-minute travel time. There's a lot to remember. So maybe I should be writing this down. We'll see. We'll go back over the bridge. Oh, it does creak or groan this time. Leave the chasm. There's the chasm. We can continue going west, so the chasm continues. To the north is a grey chasm stretching far to the west and east. Let's continue going west. Oh, to the northeast I see the edge of a chasm. Oh, so we're at the edge now? Let's continue going north, I guess. To the east is a chasm which comes to a sudden end here. Okay, let's continue going north. I come across a man or boy that has aged fast. He's pale and gaunt, pulling a big black circus wagon northwest. Call to him. Hey, I call to him. The boy doesn't stop. It looks like he didn't even hear me. I walk up beside him. He's entirely focused on his labor. What's in the wagon, boy? I finally notice him. His eyes flicker between his wagon and my general direction. He stirs a broken reply. See something is something we don't have to see. Right. He keeps moving. Bro, what are you saying? Doesn't matter. We just need to go. Don't be stopping now. Not now or ever, and we don't have to see it. See what? Nothing. See nothing. Not something. The wagon is hollow. Why do you need the wagon? The wagon is here for me. Run. Out. It keeps nothing in. I cannot run nothing. If only. Can you kill it? What? Don't. Stop it. Don't. Won't. I don't know. Okay, I don't. His fear is palpable, like the giant hands of terror formed around him. Say nothing. He starts again. He's quicker now, as if to make up for the few seconds he wasn't moving. Block his way. I step onto his path and he tries to go around me. Let me stop him, bro. I move in front of him. He mutters something and tries to go around me. Just push him back. Boom! He begins to shake, shout. The hollow, the empty. The wagon isn't happy. Stop! Don't stop! Oh god, he panics, tries to force his way through me. I hear something inside the wagon. Push him back again, dude. Secret kept is a secret that's meant to be kept. Don't let it cry. The wagon is heaving violently from side to side. Don't listen to him. Something breaks free and crawls out from the side of the wagon. The boy screams and drops to the ground. It's not facing me. Do I run? Do I stand my ground? I'm gonna stand my ground and see what's up. It turns to face me. It's a night terror with the face of a broken clock. Faster and faster to eternity. It's moving towards me. I don't have bullets. Say something. Don't have our cat say the where are the what are the words? Reach for my pocket pistol. It stops. It doesn't know my gun is empty. Leave. It stays where it is. 3. It starts shaking. 4, 2, stop moving. 1. It takes a step back, stare it down. It backs away into the trees, still watching me. Somehow it's more unsettling the further away it is. Stare it down. It moves out of sight. Watch the trees. After a moment, it peeks out from me. It peeks out at me from behind the tree, and it creeps further back to the forest where I can't see it. Okay. I don't know if I've been getting extremely lucky or something, but I feel like if I would have went to the boy there, it would have came and murked me. But now, I feel like if I go to the boy, it won't murk me. But I feel like if I keep watching, it's gonna kill me. Let's keep watching. Keep watching. I'm scared, bro. Why is there so many dots? It's gonna freaking jump scare me. Okay, keep watching. I think we're good. I'm spamming it. Let's go to the boy. The pale-faced boy is still lying on the ground, shivering. Get up. Is it dead? No, it escaped. Oh, no. Now it's loose. Why, if you just let me go on my own, well, maybe. He sets off, moving southeast. talking under his breath, and starts running. Follow him? I try to follow him, but eventually lose him through all the dense forest. Let's go north, back to the chasm. Wait, what? We're not at the chasm anymore. We don't know where we're at. Nah. Let's not go to the telephone booth. Let's go back to where we... Whoa! What? Why are we at a spike field? No, spike field? I want to keep going north. I want to skip all this. Whoa. Hold on. Numerous black thin concrete spikes stick up from the flat ground, twice as tall as the trees surrounding the field. Far north, I see sand dunes. We needed to go on sandy roads to find the freaking glass train, didn't we? Let's go north. Savannah. Here and there, big bush willows pop out of the sandy ground. The terrain is rocky, full of hollows and divots. To the north, I see sand dunes. North. Desert. North. Bro, I think we're close. Savannah. Sparse acacia trees pop out of the sandy ground and bloom outward. The terrain is rocky, full of hollows and divots. Wait, we're in a forest? Dusk. It's an endlessly rocky plain. To the east, there are no trees as far as the eyes can see. I see hundreds of people standing out in the distance looking towards the horizon. I feel slow. Wait, no way we're about to beat this game, bro. Hold on. Maybe, okay, the track runs in a straight line across dusk, far to the east and west. North. Dusk. The horizon is so close, so bright. I can almost reach it. Let's go south. The train track. I don't know if I want to go to the horizon. Let's go west. Far to the west, I see a dark pale forest of trees, mostly aligned in a perfect grid. I don't know if I want to go there. Let me go east. I want to keep going till I find like a train station, you know? Off the train track north, there's crowds of people moving slowly towards the horizon. North? The horizon is so close, so bright. I can almost reach it. And go south, man. I'm not trying to go to that. I feel like I'll die. East. The train track runs in a straight line. Whoa. Train track. There's a man slowly walking across the train track towards the east. Look at the man. It's a middle-aged man with a rigid square jaw and black hair, wearing a stark brown cotton jacket. He nods to acknowledge me. He looks like he's walking briskly, but he's in super slow motion, even slower than me. Some weather, huh? He ignores me completely. Where are you going? Looking for the train. Have any advice? You can get around a lot quicker than that. How? Got a tape recorder? Yes. Huh. No way to tell. Then he keeps walking. Go elsewhere. What? Guys, by the way, finding that man, it took me a minute walking east, so... Should I go to the horizon? I don't want to... I'm not trying to lose my progress, because I ran to the strange boy southeast, and I'm scared that I'll lose my progress, bro, because it does say you lose your progress if you die. Whoa, okay, we got a different dialogue now. The track runs in a straight line across dusk, far to the east and west. All around the track, water seeps through the cracks of the rocks, flowing south. Go east some more. The track turns from the south and runs in a straight line to the west, across the dusk. Off the train track north, there are crowds of people moving slowly towards the horizon. Let's go south now. Train track. The train track runs in a straight line through dusk, north and south. Far to the south, the train track runs into straight and norming flames of a burning tree line. South, let's go south. To the south, the track runs in through a giant wall of fire, burning trees northward. What, man? Come on, let's go east. To the south is the edge of a burning forest which extends far east and west, reaching all the way up to the dead dry rocks of the dusk. Every tree is on fire. Go east. To the south is the edge of a burning forest. Bro, come on. The burning forest is so far. Now let's keep going east along the edge of the burning forest, I guess. Whoa, 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 whoa. What did I press? To the southwest. Oh, oh. We're at the edge of the thing. Okay, go east still. Go south. To the west is the burning of a forest, which... What the frick? Bro, why is the forest burning there? To the south I see a sleek building. There's a shiny faceless building here with sharp corners like big aluminum rectangle lying on its side. There are no windows, but there's a fancy landscaping, which stand out like a mirage in the barren plain of dusk. Look for the entrance. I look around the corner. Some trim bushes. There's a big steel sign in the ground with the words Dagger Clinic. I'm surprised to see a very large entrance with no door. A sort of tunnel. There's a sign overhead. Entrance 7 foot. Let's go inside. Whatever. Maybe there's something there. I step into the tunnel on the shiny wet concrete floor. There's a plastic strip curtain ahead, through which I see giant blue tube-shaped brushes sticking out sideways. Keep going. I push through the ribbons of plastic. It's much darker in here. The walls are lined with large machinery. Let's keep going. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ahead of me, the blue foam brush begins to spin very fast. It extends along the ceiling from one side of the tunnel to the other. Keep going. Whoa. Whoa, the blue brush swings down to head level and charges towards me. Before I can react, it hits me in the face, hitting me back on the concrete. Crawl away. Jets of water shoot at me like lasers along with hot wax-like substance which suds up the water and sticks. Bro, hold on. I see N15. Why do I see N15? The tunnel becomes pitch dark, filled with so much hot steam that I can't see my hands or breathe. I walk forward, hit the wall, then my stomach is caught between two turning metal limbs, which continue to turn, ending 15. Bro, Tato, come on, bro. Let's go elsewhere, man. Whoa. Wait. Hold on. Press C to make a map. We'll mark a X. Above the tree is a stream. So we'll add a little streamy. Above the stream is a cavern. Maybe along up here is the dunes, right? I feel like it said I chased him. He ran southeast. I chased him down here. Maybe all the way down here and we went up there. I don't know. I feel like... I don't know where I chased him. We're going to go back to the boy and continue up north and see if it leads us back to where we were. Alright, we left the boy alone. To the northeast is a corner of a red brick building. Oh, actually, let's go north. To the east is a red brick wall. A red cord runs up from the ground and in through the wall of the west. Go west. I see a telephone booth to the west. Oh, okay. We're back basically at where we were. Go north. To the east is a red brick wall. Go south. Go south. To the northeast is a corner of a red brick building. Go east. To the north is a red brick wall. Go east. Go east. Go east. I see a door open to it on the east. To the north is a fancy oak door. Faded letters on the brick above it read DP Library. DP. Who's DP? Drake Pineapple. I don't know. Go to the door. Someone grabs my shoulder. Oh crap. Okay. Let's flinch away. The old man lets his hand off my shoulder. He wears a long dark green trench coat and has a balding head. There's a bloody bandage on his neck. He scared me. We need to rob him. The man holds up a hand for me to wait. He reaches a black gloved hand into his coat and pulls out a tape recorder. What is this? The man winds the tape back and presses play. Sorry. A deep voice comes from the tape recorder. It's certainly not the old man's voice. Why are you talking through a tape recorder? Get away from me, freak. Why are you talking to me through a tape recorder? Rendering victims physically unable to speak. What happened? Forcibly extract the larynx by suction to the mouth. Witnesses and locals call them librarians. Librarians? The new man winds the tape all the way back to the tape recorder. Then he resorts to hand gestures. I can't understand him. Do they have a weakness? The old man struggles to find anything. Aggravated by sudden noises. We have yet to acquire a deceased specimen and suspect they consume their dead or do not age like other organisms. Sorry, but I have to go in there. Our experts presume suffocation is what bodies of victims never found. Survivors suffer from severe mental trauma. I'm opening the door to the library. I go to the door. The mute man scurries off into the woods. Listen. Let's open the door, guys. The door creaks open. Let's go inside. Lobby. There's a black and white checkered floor and a big desk in the west corner, covered in papers and dust. I see a black door to the east. Okay, let us add some new additions here. Red library. Hopefully we know this is telephone booth, so we can just mark it because there's nothing in between. So if we go up all the way, here's the dusk and the horizon. I feel like we die if we go into the horizon. Okay, we're getting the layout of the map properly done here. There's a black and white checkered floor. Big desk. There's a black door to the east. I guess we just gotta go to the east door. I go to the door on the east wall. Let's listen. I don't hear anything. Let's open the door. Holy crap, I hate these sounds. The door opens. Inside the room I see bookshelves. Go inside the room with bookshelves. The reading room. The library shows years of neglect. The shelves are filled with cobwebs. There is a way to the lobby and another door on the same wall to the north. Look at the books. I rub the dust off some of the books on the shelves and read their names. An investigation of the dusk, between music and silence. An investigation of the dusk. Whoa. It's a book research in the barren land called Dust that surrounds the dark place. Dusk has strange effects on specimen. Time seems to move continually. Slower the further away you are from the dark place. So the guy was super slow. Maybe I was super slow too. Okay, let's keep reading. The research team carried a telephone pole into the dust to test the effects of the distortion. At about a mile out, they met resistance before the center of the pole suddenly combusted into flames. They theorized it was caused by an intense pressure from the two opposite sides of the pole pushing inward. Okay. We reached the dusk and saw the train tracks. Between music and silence. I flipped through the pages. It's a children's book about a boy carrying a magic hourglass with his soul trapped inside. Go to the other shelf. I rub off dust off some of the books on the second shelf and read their names. Dark Contact Volume 1. I turn to the cover with intrigue, only to find that it's a phone book for residents of the dark place. Learn to spell. It's a wordy educational non-fictional book about the history of magic books and summoning spells. Whoa, summoning spells. There's a chapter for various types of spirits and their cultural origins. Desert spirits. Desert spirits tend to be powerful and resolute, yet unpredictable in their judgment on creatures. They often require physical items such as candles alongside certain shapes of stones to summon. Examples given include stones resembling man-made tools or utensils. Rainforest spirits. Rainforest spirits are obtuse beast-like, and they seem mischievous. They're summoned with commands written in certain ink and then spoken. They are defined by their specific rhythm, syllables, and repetitions. Example spells are given. Turn a heel, kick and run, and throw one stone to kill two birds. Arctic spirits. Arctic spirits are gentle but stubborn and rarely choose to interfere with nature's course. No method of summoning is known. They appear on their own, meek souls in need. They appear on their own to meek souls in need, and often those who are freezing in the cold. Stop reading. Let's go elsewhere. Let's go to the other door. The door has the word office on it. Let's listen. I don't hear anything. I kind of want to open the door to the office. The office is even more decrepit. Enter the office. To my left is a coffee table, a newspaper, and a few magazines. Along the right wall is a sink and cabinets and an old printer. At the far end of the room is a desk with a computer. Above it, red words are scratched to the wall, and red arrow points down to the desk. Look at the words on the wall. For the loudmouths, fun and games below. I don't want to turn it on. Read the newspaper. I grab the dusty newspaper, and the first headline: Dagger spreads across Northeast for the first time in recorded history. Some locals have begun to perpetrate it with further acts of arson. Dagger Forest is the future, says a resident who would like to remain anonymous. So is Dagger a place? Because we were at the Dagger Clinic, and then south of the Dagger Clinic was a fire. The forest was on fire. Hold on, I'm forgetting. No, I think what it was is I went south along the tracks, then we went east so much until we saw the until we were at the edge of the burning forest. Then we continued south and I found the Dagger Clinic. That's what I think happened. I'm not sure. Turn on the computer. It won't turn on. Alright, let's leave the office. Let's go to the other door. Nah, let's go back to the lobby. Leave the library. We will go south. South. Chasm. I could have got the old man's freaking tape recorder. Ugh. Let's go east. West. North. East. 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 West. 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 North. 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 Wait, what? So we're back at the savannah, I guess. So yeah, we'll write here the savannah. Savannah. I spelled savannah wrong. North. North. We're in the desert. Let's just continue going north then. The horizon is so close, so bright. I can almost reach it. I keep moving on away from the dark place closer to the horizon, farther out into the endless sea of those like me. The further we drift, the slower we tide, but we won't stop until we arrive. Ending 1. What the frick? Oh my days. Please, my map still be there, please. Alright, I'm gonna just mess around and just, just walk around, I guess. To the north and west, I see a pleasant stream. Flows down to the south. Let's just keep going west, see what's up. To the west is a lake. I see a duck on the north side. Let's go north then, because there's a lake here. So, C, let's write that down. To the west, there is a thorny bush. Yeah, that should be a bush. And then there is a lake. Go north. To the west is a murky lake. I see a duck on the north side. Let's continue going to the north side of the lake, I guess. I see a duck to the west. I see a duck on this side of the west. Okay, so here's how it works. There is a dock here. So, west. To the south is a murky lake. West. To the south is a rickety wooden dock running around the center of the murky lake. Cool beans. South. To the west is a small wooden shed. Let's go to the small wooden shed. Listen. Open the door. It's locked. Knock. Open the door. Knock. Knock. Alright. Let's go back to the dock and go down the dock, I guess. There's a tin bucket at the end of the dock. Oh, crap. I see a bucket. There's something shiny inside. Take the thing. It's a key. I take the lake shed key. Oh, go north. I hear bubbles to the west. Examine the bubbles. I hear something under the... Whoa, whoa. Stay away from the bubbles, man. I stand back as something emerges from the water. It's a big bronze empty diving helmet with round barred windows in the front and sides. Stand back. I jump back as black gloved hands reach out to grab onto the dock. The whole thing climbs out onto the water. Onto the dock from the south. It looks like a decrepit antique diving suit covered in barnacles and rust. I don't see anyone inside. Oh my days. Okay. Stay back. Last time this worked, it worked. Last time we did this, it worked. Pull out my empty pocket pistol. It's a... Oh my god. I aim my pistol at it. The diving suit doesn't move. Stare at it. It doesn't move. It's just standing there. Leave. I leave the dock. The diving suit is still standing there. To the west is a small wooden shed. Let's go to the small wooden shed. Let's open the freaking door, man. I push the door open. There's a gigantic machine and cords running all over the floor. And man, his back is turned towards me. He notices the light and covers his face. Ah! No, please, just give me more time. Who are you? What do you want to know? What, you're not here to wreck me? Why are you here? Whatever, please, just close the door and lock it. Shut the door and lock it. I close the door behind me and lock it. The two of us are alone in the shed. The man goes back to fumbling with the big machine. Look at the machine. It looks like a giant black fridge covered in knobs and dials with big pipes and wheels, like a steam engine. There's also an open panel with cords dangling out. It looms over him. What's your name, man? He jumps at my words as if he already forgot I was there. Oh, I'm Win, he says. What are you doing, Win? My machine isn't working, he says. What does the machine do? It keeps me alive, that's what it does. Why? He turns around and looks past me to the door. They'll come take me. They can't find out. It's useless or they'll take me. Who are they? Everyone. Where will they take you? They'll take me to the deep into the dim loose. What is the dim loose? You must be new here. Dim loose forest, the lost forest, the place where the trees align. Oh. Endless wandering, endless wandering. Okay, if you remember when we went not east but west along the train tracks, what did we see? A perfectly aligned grid of trees. Thank God I didn't step in that. Alright, we're getting some lore here. We're getting some freaking lore here. Here's what I want to lay out right now. If you look at my cursor, here's the train tracks, right? Or here's like the desert, right? The train tracks is right here, and the dusk is up here. It's just death. If you go west this time, there's a aligned forest, which is the dim loss. That dim loss forest. Please tell me what the dim loss is. No one wants to die in the dim loss except those who are lost to it. The forest where trees align. Where is dim loss? Further to the... Well, why would you want to know? Why would they take you to dim loss? Well, they don't want to hurt me, but I know I'll end up in a dim loss. Wynn says hopelessly. Every time I stray from the machine, it's like there's nowhere else to go. I'm not gonna... Whoa. Whoa, okay, stay here, he says. Just for a little while longer. There's a pounding at the door and Wynn whimpers. Hold the door. I hold the door as best I can. It sounds like there's multiple people outside. Watch him. He turns back to the machine as if to return to work, but his hands are down by his sides. Oh crap, bro, I'm gonna die. As the door rattles, he finally sighs down to the door. It's hopeless. Endless wandering, endless wandering. I'll come find you, Wynn. The door busts open, sending me across the room. I'll land on the floor. Look! A dark, cold mist floods through the door, filling the shed and making me shiver. Well, why can't I say anything? Then, just as quickly, the mist fades away. The man is gone. There's no one else here. It's quiet. The machine. A fire bursts out of the machine and streaks through the door like a firework. Bright embers glide down to the floor where it was, right outside. I step outside the shed. A blinding light reflects onto the lake, and something soars above it. I hear it call like a hawk. It leaves a trail of embers that fizzle out on the water. Then it zooms between the trees on the south side, leaving behind a path of fire which remains on the south side of the lake. Alright. Let's go. Let's keep going. Whoa, 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 whoa. I heard it. Wait, what did I hear? Let's go back east. Go west. We went to the west, right? And that's where we heard the freaking sound. What did we hear? What? I'm so confused right now. Let's go south to the embers. Where's the embers? There was embers now. Oh, to the east I see smoke rising over the trees. East. Campfire. I stumble upon a campfire and a group sitting around it in lawn chairs. They seem less alarmed by my presence than my holstered weapon. One hovers his hand over his hip in a defensive posture. I pull out my pocket pistol. It's the Wild West, you know. Bro, I got violated. Sent to the lobby instantaneously, bro. Holy frick. And a guy with a gun. Hey, I'll kill you. He's a freaking cowboy, because there is no way I didn't die to no cowboy. Pew, pew, he kills you. Alright, let's go elsewhere. Let's go south. South. Let's keep going south, man. The crow flies from the east. From the east, which means something is there. Someone is there. There's a big stump here. Go east. From the east, I see a small wooden chair. To the north, I see something dark in the grass. Let's go to the wooden chair. There's a small wooden chair in the clearing in the trees. Sit down. Whoa. What the heck? It's like the dusk. Oh my god, am I gonna see a monster? Oh. I stood up? Oh no, it's my camera moving. Whoa. I'm resting ready to get up, but without me noticing, thick vines have grown up over my arms and legs, and now they tighten. I can't get off the chair. Scream! I try to scream, but the vines cover over my mouth and face. I can't see. Struggle! I break out of the vines, wood splintering off the chair as I stumble away. I'm a little shaken. Let's go elsewhere. Wasn't there a dark thing in the north? This is a nice treeless field. Let's go west. Whoa, whoa. I don't even know. Listen. Bro, let's just jump in the hole. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is it 3D? I'm falling. It's pitch dark. Brace myself. Brace myself. I crash down into a pile of wooden netting. For a moment, the wind is knocked out of me. I get up. Whole room. It's a room full of broken wood, cobwebs, and dust. The light shines down from above. My only way is west. So up north from the chair, I think, was the hole, no? Only way is west. Look up. I see a pinprick of sunlight shining down from the high above. Let's go west. I'll go to the wooden door in the west. Listen. I don't hear anything. Let me go inside. Pool room. I'm in the pool room. East is the door I came from. A tan tile floor surrounds the square pool. There's an inner tube floating on the water and a smell of chlorine. There's a door on each wall. Let's go to the north door. Go to the north door. Listen. Let's go elsewhere. Let's go to each door and listen inside. Why am I hearing stuff? Listen. Go inside. Go west. Go inside. Why is the music like this? Go inside. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Something's gonna happen. My head pops like a birthday balloon. Was it just that room that made my head pop? Let me go south. Now we go east. Yeah. We jump in. Holy crap. I actually like how it just suddenly goes 3D. It's so cool. Brace myself. Alright, we gotta move fast. We gotta move fast. Alright, go north. I go to the north door. Go inside. Empty room. It's just a hardwood floor with finished drywall. It's slightly cold because there's a door to the east, west, and south. East. I go to the east door. Listen. Go inside. Candy room. It's a shop with peppermint smell and polka dotted wall pattern and bright yellow shelves. It's clearly been ransacked and the shelves are empty. There's a door to the west and thick steel door behind the sales counter. Go to the steel door. I go to the shiny steel door. Open the door. I open the steel door. Out through the door is a gloomy wet swamp. Go through. I step out. The green water is deeper than I thought and I plunge down up to my knees. Swamp. There's a steel door. A giant elm. Wait, what? In a giant elm. I'm knee deep in murky water. I hear bubbles to the west and to the west and east, bro. Hold on. Wait, go south. I'm trudging through knee-deep murky water. I hear bubbles to the south. Let me go south. A giant spike shoots up from the water and skewers me. What the frick, bro? I'm gonna go south until we find the train tracks or find the dusk. So let's continue going south. Ignore whatever crow is there. It smells like tree sap. Why? Road. It's a narrow asphalt road leading west to east. To the east, the road ends up abruptly. Let's keep going south. There's a telephone pole and a poster stuck to it with a picture of a werewolf grinning and winking cutely. Winking cutely. Attend the party west of Dagger. Whatever. That's not no werewolf, by the way. Let's continue going south. A gate. To the south, there's a tall, sparkling gold gate and a big monument sign. Millington Grove. The gate is half opening, leading to a road of bricks. Let's go through the gate south. The rich estate. I'm standing within a sparkling gold gate. South, a red brick path leads up the hill, and around me are tall, trimmed hedges with big red flowers in them. Let's keep going south. There's a fountain on the top of the hill, encircled by red bricks, by the red brick road, which splits off in that direction. So, the road again, but this time, of course, past the road there is a telephone booth. You know how to draw those. Golden gate and a path that leads up a hill with a fountain on top. Isn't it beautiful? Here's a fountain at the top of the hill, encircled by the red brick road, which splits off in all directions. To the south, I see a giant, great white mansion with roofs upon balconies upon roofs. Let's go south to the big mansion. The hill takes me steeply down under the mansion's shadow, under the wooden arch imbued with ivy and golden flowers. The red brick road runs downhill further, and to the right, where under a wide awning, I see a tall, lustrous windows, framed with a crimson diamond pattern of stained glass. Let's go to the front door, which is south. The door has shiny brass knocker at the center. There's also a doorbell. The porch area is shaded and fenced, surrounded by lush greenery. Let's listen. Let's use the doorbell or knock. I use the knock or nothing happens. Listen. Whoa, oh my god. Oh my days. I don't know why that scared me so bad. A lady opens the door suddenly. Her skin is pale and her face is mostly covered by a scarf. Are you here for the tour? You have to make an appointment. What tour? This house is for sale. She coughs into the arm of her long-sleeve sweater. But she's sick. Who owns it? They'd like to remain anonymous. How much? 600,000. That's too expensive. Just let me know if you're interested. She closes the door. Go to the front door. Use the doorbell. Listen. I hear some shifting inside the house. Listen. Use the doorbell. Listen. Yeah, look through the window. I see a beautiful lobby with chocolate-colored checkered tiles and 2 curved marble staircase. Knock. Listen. Open the door. Open the door. Listen. Dot, dot, dot. Knock. Listen. Berg, come on. Let's go east. Nah. Brick road lined with mighty edges. I'm walking around tall hedges. To the south is a beautiful mansion. Let's go east. I stepped through the tall hedges, found a small pond lined with perfectly cut stones. There are several fish rolling around inside. To the south is a beautiful mansion. You're going east. I'm on a red brick road lined with mighty oaks extending south and north. Oh. Bro, I'm just going down the side of the mountain. To the west is the side of a huge white mountain. I'm on a red brick road lined with mighty oaks extending south and north. A train track runs from the east to the west, running straight under the wall of the mansion. To the west side of the huge mansion, there's a basketball court there. No, I don't care, bro. Whoa. There's a basketball court here. To the northeast is the corner of a tall chain link fence guarding a basketball court. To the south is a black barred fence, though I see an empty highway. Wait, what? What was I seeing about train track? Let me go east still, these. Let me keep going east. There's a black barred fence to the west, and within it I see lots of tall hedges. There's a gap in the fence. Let's go east. Train track. Oh yeah. I'm gonna keep going east along the train track. See what's up. We're getting an understanding of what the map is sort of like. I'd like to go around the whole mansion just so I could map it out properly. For now, we're gonna go back to the train track and continue going east and see what we can find. Whoa. To the west. Let's go back to the west. I see a train track to the west. North. Let's go north then. Alright, train track. Colorful squares are drawn on the train track in chalk with numbers in them. Wait, with numbers in them. Ending on 20 here. To the north I see kids. Let's go to the kids. Let's go to the kids. Let me say it like that. I said it very weirdly. There are 3 small children are playing hopscotch on the train tracks. They've drawn colorful squares on the railroad ties with chalk jumping across. The squares continue down the train tracks a very long way south. This is dangerous. They laugh at me. Keep playing. Go elsewhere, man. Let's go north. Let's go north. Give a crap about those kids. Actually, they may have some useful information. Hello. They don't seem to notice me. They may have some useful info, bruh. Where are your parents? They don't seem to notice me. Okay. Whatever. When the train runs them over, I'll see who's laughing, bruh. A man sits on the train track wearing a dark gray jacket. In a gravelly voice, he says, "You know this track leads to a place called the Dimlos." Wow, wait. Did we die? Or is this the one with the lake? I think we died. Sure, yeah. Getting lost is a lot like drowning. Every wrong turn is another right turn you'd have to make. Just a few is all it takes. It's possible to find a way out. Hey, that's optimistic. Optimism raises your chances by a few percent. Go elsewhere. Go north. Alright, the old man had no info for me, but I guess it goes to the Dimlos. So if we need to go to the Dimlos, we know where to go, man. But the Dimlos is like top left. A blood trail leads off the track towards the west. We go there. To the west is a big cobblestone wall that stretches to the north and south. There's a small crack at the bottom of the wall. Here, where a few stones have been taken, and a blood trail leads it to it from the west. I can't possibly fit in there. I see a blood trail leading from east to west. To the east, I see train tracks. Blood trail's off the track to the west. Let's go back to the train track, man, and keep going north. Whatever. Oh, the track reaches... Oh my god, hold on. Go south. The track reaches far to the north and south. I feel a hot wind blowing from the north. Go north. The north is a blazing forest fire. I cannot press on where the track leads into the fire and smoke where I can barely see it make a turn to the west. Wait, really? Far to the north, the train track runs to the fire. Let's go west. Whoa. Dagger forest. To the north is a blazing forest fire. I cannot press onward, though. Let's keep going west. How do we get into the Dagger Forest? White cottage. To the north is a blazing forest fire. There's a white cottage here which faces the fire. I spot a man sitting on the lawn chair on the porch. Come closer. The man notices me. His face is rigid and his head is balding. Hey, what are you doing here? He says jovially with a smile, though his eyebrows are lowered as if stuck that way. I answer him. I'm wandering, I say. Well, why don't you come and take the view? I agree. I step onto the porch and under the awning, but it's as if the sun was right next to us. Why don't you rest your legs, he says. Sit with him. I step up to the porch and sit in an empty chair beside him. Watch the forest fire. It hits my eyes. The wind blows on my face as if I were beside the ocean, but it fills my lungs and eyes with hot air. Forest fire is just way too close for comfort. It's hot out there. Oh, why don't we step inside? There's plenty if you're thirsty, says the man. He groans as he gets out of his chair and goes to the door. Let's follow him. Why not? The door creaks open. I follow him inside. To my right, a round table with a few chairs. Wait, bathed in a red firelight from the big window. You want anything? The man says, walking across the table to the kitchen. What do we get? So, a little bit of soda? Some Dr. Pepper? I gotcha. Why don't you have a seat? I sit at the round table, look around. The room feels claustrophobic, like I'm in a dollhouse. To the left of the kitchen, I see a toy train tracks on the floor. The man sets a glass in front of me. Chloe, he says, looking down the hall. Pretend to drink. I bring it to my lips and set it. Whoa, set it back down. Chloe, the man says over his shoulder as he takes a seat on the other side of the table. A long-haired woman steps out the door down the hallway wearing a black coat. She hovers to the table and sits down across from me. She doesn't look at me or say a word. Are you worried about the fire? The man steps up to the window, pulls it open. Hot wind rushes in and blows the woman's hair into her face. You mean dagger? Oh no, there's lots to enjoy. Like the air. It's quite tropical and we got the best view in the world. Dagger? Old dagger throwers burning long since before I built this ramshack. They still try to fight it, but they grow old. Dagger can never grow old. Isn't it dangerous? Oh, dagger's no danger if you're already on the right side of it. I've been here a long time, heard all kinds of screams. Heck, one time someone almost made it to our doorstep. I had to shovel away its charred mess. And that's why they should lay a fence down. People go into dagger? Of course not. They fell right out of that cloud, just like I'm sure you did when you got here. We're just a little lucky, aren't we? Old Dagger's here to show us that. What cloud goes over Dagger? Oh yeah, he says, closing his eyes and shaking his head with a smile. I've seen men, women, boys, and girls. They all drop into Dagger the same. I don't take pride in it, but it's just the way it is. We can't have them getting out and spreading it. Need that fence. Why can't you help fight the fire? Are you charging me with something? What's with these questions? Whoa. No, I'm just asking. The dark place has enough souls already, and I've seen fates worse than a drop into the fire. In fact, I'm getting a little tired already. You're not the first one dropping in questioning my way of life. Listen, like I have some damn responsibility. He scoffs, adjusts the seat, and looks at the window again. It'd be real better if the dark place were alright. Why don't you catch the train out of here? Leave. I stand up to my seat. I need to get going, I say. The bald man stares at me with a placid smile and narrowed eyes. The woman is gone. I don't know where she left. Go to the front door. Happy travel, says the man. I reach for the door, but it swings open in front of me. A white, clean floodlights. Wait, what? I reach for the door, but it swings open in front of me. A white, clean light floods in and forces my eyes to shut. I hear waves. I let my eyes adjust. Oh my god, oh no. I stand frozen in the doorway with my eyes unable to open. I hear water. The air smells crisp. I open my eyes. Through the front door of the cabin is a narrow beach. To the right, tall blades of grass shooting up among watery pits in the sand. To the left is the ocean. Over the water, I see birds flying up and down with white feathers and black wings. What? Look back. The cottage is empty and dark. Walk back to the table. I walk back to the table, but it's too dark to see. My cup of soda is still there. The old man and woman are gone. Look out the window. It's pitch dark outside. Open the window. There's a latch here. Looks like I could pull the window up. Undo the latch. The latch undoes itself. Pull the window open. I force the window open. Cold air seeps in. Climb out. I climb out into the black. Thankfully, my feet hit the dirt after a long fall. I feel like shivering and holding myself. It smells like smoke. Follow the cottage wall. I stumble over the brick of the garden bed, my hand keeping along the flimsy side shingles. Strangely, I never reached the front porch, but instead a corner. Then a red light fades onto me and the cottage, and I begin to see the surroundings. Look around. Everywhere I look, the trees are dead and fallen, scattered on the hills as if they're spills from a cup. I am alone. Go toward the hills. I start running to the hills. I stumble as the ground is still in shadow. Turn back. Whoa. I fell a lot farther than I thought. Was the cottage window really that high? Managed to reach my ledge and pull myself back in. Let's go back out, man. It's pitch black outside. I'm not going back out there. Go down the hall. Walk down the hall with my hands on the walls ahead of me. I hear something knock shut. Keep going. I take several more steps down the hall with my hands brushing over picture frames. Ahead of me, something unlatches, then knocks shut again twice. Keep going. "Who's in my home?" says a raspy voice. Ew. Step forward. It's the long-haired old woman. She's wearing black sundress. It looks like she's been squished from the bottom, revealing a miniature wooden doorway on her stomach. She pulls it open and shuts it with a loud clack. Stare. She opens the door again. Flames burst out of her, this time burning me. She shuts it again. I hear crying, but I can't see her face. Run, bro. I stumble back. She opens her doorway, and the flames burst out again, holding her door open. The woman reaches... Hold on. I stumble back. She opens her doorway, and the flames burst out again, holding her door open. The woman reaches her other hand inside the flames and pulls it out on fire. She reaches a finger up to the picture hung on the wall and sets it alight. Bro, run! The flames erupt the kitchen behind me. I try to run through, but the fire explored through the floorboards and tiles. The cottage fills with fire, and the pain is unthinkable. I can't see. I black out, but then the pain doesn't stop, and the fire keeps raging on. So let me try and think about what just freaking happened. I found a cottage with a nice man, and we watched a eternal flame forest, the dagger forest. Then I went inside. I pretended to sip some soda, which I thought would be my biggest issue, but that was the least of my freaking worries. Drink some freaking root beer, or pretend to. Wife comes out. He gets mad at me. I walk outside, then I walk back in, and they're gone. And then his wife is on fire with a freaking flame door on her belt. Honestly, I'm no closer to beating. I'm like honestly not even close to beating this game. Probably. I don't even know how long I've been playing. Here's the mansion with the train track. Big mansion. Train track. Train track. Train track. Train track. Train track. Forest right there. Dagger clinic is right here. Right, there's a blood trail somewhere. Unimportant. Old man sitting here. Mansion here. Old lady, we could buy the mansion. So, I'm pretty sure it said something about the track splitting here. I feel like we gotta get into the freaking Dagger Forest somehow, and maybe we can find a train station there and get our freaking way out of here. These train tracks are unexplored. Maybe there'll be a train station there, which I highly doubt. We've got some things down, but we still got so much of this map unexplored, man. This ain't even a map. This is me writing whatever. So, yeah, that was Welcome to the dark place. So, if y'all would like me to see me fill out this map, let me know, man. Let me know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm ending it here, dude.